Welcome to another class, Pilates Plus, my 12-week program. Now, before we get started, I just want to do a bit of housekeeping. Whether you're in the gym or at home, please make sure that your work area is nice and clear, free from any trip hazards, and well ventilated. Have some fluids with you, nice warm herbal tea or some water, so you can stay hydrated throughout. The beautiful thing about these follow-alongs is you can pause it if at any point you feel like you need a rest or need to stretch, get a cramp out or something like that, and then join back in. So, without further ado, let's begin with some body awareness. Laying on our backs, legs outstretched, and arms by our side. Feel the connection between your body and the floor. Notice each point that connects your body to the floor. Begin to feel the heaviness of your body sinking into the floor. Now come to notice the breath. Feel the belly rise and fall. Feel the chest rise and fall. Begin to feel the lightness of the body as you bring awareness to your breath. The body is completely relaxed, the mind completely aware. The body is feeling light. Bring awareness to your toes. Envision your toes attached to your left foot. The left big toe, fourth toe, third toe, second toe, the pinky toe, the left foot, the heel, the sole of the foot, the ankle, the whole of the left foot. Envision the right foot, right big toe, fourth toe, third toe, second toe, the pinky toe, the right foot, the heel, the sole of the foot, the ankle, the whole of the right foot. Envision both feet together. The left leg, the shin, the calf muscle, the knee, the thigh, the left buttock, the whole left leg, the right leg, the shin, the calf muscle, the knee, the thigh, the right buttock, the whole right leg. Both legs together. Now the hips, the lower back, the middle back, upper back, the whole back, the whole back. Envision the left shoulder, the shoulder blade, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, wrist and hand. Now the right shoulder, the shoulder blade, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, wrist and hand, both arms together, the chest, the ribs, the belly, the whole of the front body, the whole front body. Feel the neck, back of the head, the forehead, left eyebrow, right eyebrow, the space in between the eyebrows, the left eye, the right eye, the left cheek, the right cheek, the jaw, the tongue, the lips, the chin, the throat, the whole of the head, the whole head. Feel the lightness of the whole body together. Relax and feel heavy. Sink into the floor. Relax the whole body. Relax. Feel the body connected to the floor. Feel the awareness of your body. Make small movements with your toes. Relax. Walk your heels to the end of the room, stretching out your legs. Relax. Make small movements with your fingers. Relax. Imagine your shoulders separating from your ears and your arms pulling away from your head. Relax. Imagine a string tied to the crown of your head, pulling away from your shoulders, stretching the neck. Tuck your chin. Relax. Inhale, slide both feet in, bending the knees, bring feet flat on the floor. Bring your hands to the base of your rib cage. Feel the breath in and out. Bringing the thumbs to the navel, fingertips to your pubic bone, creating a diamond over your belly, rolling the hips forward as you breathe in, flat spine. Breathe out, slight arch, rolling pelvis backwards. Forwards to breathe in, flat spine. Backwards to breathe out, slight arch in the lower spine. So let's bend and flex through the lower spine, loosen it up. Bring our attention to our core as we roll a flat spine. Feel the slight engagement. And holding that flat spine, engaging the core, getting ready for some hip twists. Bringing our arms out to our sides,
dropping our hips to one side, looking over the opposite shoulder, keeping the shoulder blade down, articulating the lower spine, teasing a bit more movement out of it with every rotation. As we've been doing this over the weeks, you're very familiar with the sequence of movements, especially for this prep phase, where the main aim of the prep phase is to warm up the body, connect the mind to the muscles that are working, bring the hips to center, block behind our head like a pillow, keeping the arms out by our side, dropping our hips to one side and holding it there, looking over the opposite shoulder as we go for spine twist. Lift arm over, shoulder coming up into a side laying position, hips stay fixed. We're rotating through the mid spine here. Be sure that you keep your thighs together, knees together, and bring the fingertips to meet. Last one, keeping the arms and chest open and changing sides through the hips and continuing on the opposite side. Final one, bringing the arms and chest open, hips back to center, removing the block from behind your head, bringing the feet to hip width and placing the block in between the thighs. As we exhale, sliding heels, extending legs and bringing arms overhead. Core stays engaged, spine stays flat on the mat or neutral, so that natural curve through the spine as you slide in and out. Last one, bringing the feet flat on the floor and hands down by your side. Bring the hands behind the ears. You can keep the block where it is. We're lifting up our chest and upper back off the floor, pulling the knees in, or the thighs should I say, into tabletop and rolling back down, curling up into the abs and rolling back down with control. Warming up the abs here. Curl up a little bit further and roll all the way down. Last time. And rolling down. Beautiful work. Bring the block to one side. Extend the legs. Big stretch through the arms and the feet and the legs. Keep your feet flexed as we go into a roll up, into a seated position. There we go. I made that seem very difficult. Reaching forwards and rolling back down. Arms overhead. Roll up. Spine stretch. Keep the legs nice and long. And reverse roll back down. Feeling the lower spine, then the mid spine. And finally the upper spine and head making contact with the floor. Ooh, that was pretty difficult there. So the idea is to keep the legs nice and long on the floor as you roll up. Now there's a point where you may use your arms for a little bit of momentum to get past that sticking point. Last one. Rolling all the way up, big stretch. We're finishing in a seated position. Upright. If you're on a mat, bend your knees, bring your feet to the front edge of the mat. Feet together. Oh, let me just do a big stretch. There we go. Felt a little bit of a cramp coming on, so I had to work it out. So if you feel tension, tightness, cramping in any area at all, pause, because this is the follow along. You can pause it, stretch it out, and then join back in, just as I did just there. Bringing our feet together and thighs together. Grabbing behind the ankle, pulling our belly button into our spine, creating a slight curve through the lower back, engaging the core and relaxing the shoulders. Shift your weight back onto your tailbone, coming into this balanced position. So I'm pulling into my ankles and pressing my ankles into my hands to create a nice solid position here. No tension through the shoulders. Holding this balance. Keep the core engaged and that slight curve through the spine. In a moment we're going to begin rolling like a ball, and all we're going to do is gently let ourselves roll backwards, keeping that curve through the spine. Enjoying the sensation of the whole spine massaging the mat. Keep the core engaged the whole time and curve through the spine so you get a nice smooth motion as you roll. Let's do 10 from this point. 9, 7, 8. I can't count today. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to finish in a seated position. 1. Keep the balance. Get my grip. And slowly roll forwards, bringing the feet down to the floor. We're going to extend the legs. Roll like a ball. Beautiful work. Extending the legs. Shake them out. Nice and tall through the spine. We're bringing our forearms down onto the ground. And we're going to keep the spine nice and straight. One leg bent. Extend the opposite leg. Relax the shoulders, but don't collapse into your neck. So nice and tall through the spine. Front leg lift. Keeping the spine straight as you lift the thigh. Point the toe. Stretch the leg. Nice and long. Feel the front of the thighs working. And the core working to stabilize the lower spine and pelvis. Just working through the leg here. And let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Feel the thighs working. 2. Couldn't get the words out there. And 1. Bend at the knee. Return foot to the floor. Extend the opposite leg. Keep the core engaged. Lift and lower. So I am stopping my leg just before my foot touches the mat. Pointing the toe, extending through the whole leg. Pulling the leg up, feeling the thigh squeeze. Stretching the back of the thighs and working the front of the thighs. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep that core engaged. 6, 5, pull the leg. 4, 3, 2, last one, nice and strong. Bend at the knee, return your foot to the floor. Coming up, as we go into a reverse roll down. Feet hip width apart, coming to the edge of the mat. Extend the arms forwards, nice and tall through the spine. We're pulling the belly button into the spine, rolling the pelvis forwards, finding the mat with your lower back, then your mid back, and then your upper back. Big extension through your arms and legs. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in. As you exhale, roll up, flex feet, reverse roll down halfway through the lower back and come up. For 1, we're going to do 10. 2, each time rolling down a little bit further. 3, 4, 5, almost there. 6, keep the legs nice and long on the floor as you roll backwards. 4, 3, for the final one we're going to roll all the way down. 2, and 1, big stretch. Pull the heels in, bring the arms around to your side. Feet hip width apart, rolling the pelvis forwards. Lift through the hips, push through both legs, lift the hips nice and high. Holding at the top for 2, 1, rolling all the way down, making contact through the mid back, lower back. Finally untucking the pelvis. Brief pause, roll the pelvis forwards, engage the core, and lift. Working through a tabletop position in one leg, lift left leg off the floor and return to the ground. Keep the hips up, lift and lower. So working on hip stability here, pushing through the supporting leg. For 7 more. Keep the hips nice and high. 4 more. For 3. Core remains engaged. For 2. And 1. Return foot to the floor, switching side. Which side feels more stable? I haven't asked you to actually leave any comments in this video, but please feel free after you finished working through, leave a comment, let me know how you found it. 3, 2, where you felt most tension, and 1. Both feet to the floor, rolling down, pulling your thighs into your chest. Chest into thighs, relax the shoulders. What moves you found most challenging? What you enjoyed? Let me know, I'm curious to know. Big extension through the legs, double leg stretch. And return feet to the floor. Okay. So, both feet flat on the floor, we're going to take our left leg and extend. So we did a double leg stretch a moment ago. We're going into climbing the tree. So we're going to keep this leg nice and straight, point the toe, big extension. Grab behind the thighs, pull into your chest. Deep breath in as you exhale, lifting through the chest, upper back comes off the ground. One hand at a time, climbing up the leg. See if you can reach for the ankle and hold. We're going to hold for about 20 seconds. Taking our supporting leg and extending. Big stretch. A further 10 seconds. 9, 8, pull the thigh into your chest. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg back down to the ground and slowly climb down your leg, rolling down through the spine. Bend the knee, return your foot to the floor, changing side. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull the thigh into the chest. One more breath in. Exhale, lifting through the spine. Upper back comes off the ground, reaching for the ankle. Leg nice and straight. Extend the opposite leg and hold. Keep the shoulders relaxed and focus on the breath. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return foot to the floor, climb down, rolling through the spine, bend the knee and return your foot to the floor. Beautiful work. Bring in both legs up. Nice big stretch. Double leg circles. So let's start with small circles. Core is engaged. Spine is long on the mat. If you're feeling any tension, shake it out. Gradually make the circles bigger. Now, the bigger you make it, the more your lower back is going to want to pull off the ground. You get that arching sensation. I'm trying to work out a cramp here as I'm demonstrating this, so explaining it. Roll the pelvis forwards, keep the spine nice and neutral. So as you make those circles bigger, you keep the core engaged. Change direction. So pulling the leg all the way up, circling down and out and up. And relax. Bring feet to the floor. Big stretch through the legs and the arms. Deep breath in. Exhale, circle the arms around and back to your side. Let's come into a seated position and we're going to come up onto our kneeling position, should I say. So we're here. So our side sequence or side laying sequence is in a kneeling position this week. So there will be a lot of tension traveling through the shoulders and hands. The work is still being done in the core and the glutes for this section here. So we're going to come up, drop our left hand down to the ground, extend through the right leg. Hip over knee and hand underneath the shoulder. So we're going for a side leg lift. Keep the spine straight. Imagine you're stuck between two panes of glass. As you inhale, brace your core. Exhale, side leg lift and lower for 1, 2. So 3. You'll have a tendency to shift the hip away from the knee. Keep attention and focus on your alignment and keep the knee underneath the hip for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Going into side leg, side kick. Rebrace the core, lift the leg, sweep forwards, pull back to start and lower down. Lift, sweep forwards, pull back and down. So be sure to keep core engaged spine nice and straight. Let's do 2 more. And lower down. If you need to stretch it out, come up, shake out your hip, and then rejoin me on the mat as we go into side leg circles. So point the toe, lift, and draw tiny circles. So your ability to lift it higher will be dependent upon you, and similarly with the circles, how big or how small you're doing it, dependent upon your level and ability. Change direction. They will get challenging, and you may well find that you're shifting back and forth through the hips. So take your time with these. Start small. Deep breath in for 3, 2 exhaling, 1, and return foot to the floor. We're going to take our knee and extend. We can bend the bottom knee, keep the top knee extended as we come into a side bridge. So from this position here, lifting through the hips, nice and high, big extension, coming halfway down, outer thigh touches the mat, and up for 2, 3. Keep the arm over the head in line with your ears for 4. Lift the hips as high as possible for 5, 6. We have 4 more. Nice, strong, controlled movements. Final 2. And last one. Beautiful. Coming all the way down. Let's rest on our side, dropping our head into our hands. We're going to take the top leg and bend, extending the bottom leg. Inner thigh, leg lifts, squeezing the inner thigh, lifting as high as possible and coming down. Lift, squeeze, and down with control, keeping the core engaged. So as you lift, the whole body isn't wobbling or shaking. Nice and solid. Movement is just coming through the inner thigh. Inhale, exhale. Stay with the breath. We've got 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, doing good, keep going, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Let's change side. We're going to go for the same sequence on the opposite side. Back into a kneeling position, taking the right hand this time down to the mat and extending the left leg. Brace the core, keep the spine straight, hip over knee. Side leg lift for 1, 2, 3. One side's gonna feel stronger than the other, more steady than the other. A little bit easier, dare I say. What side do you find easier in this side laying sequence? 3, 2, and 1. We're going for side leg kicks this time. So lift, sweep forwards, pull back and down for 1, 2, 3. Oddly enough, my left side feels easier when I believe I'm right side dominant. Just goes to show. Always surprising ourselves. 5 more. Let's not cheat ourselves, let's keep it going. Keep the supporting arm nice and straight, core engaged, and work through. I am shaking. My core is definitely being put to a test. My glutes are on fire, but we're going to finish off strong for the final 2. Stay with the breath, keep your alignment. Last one. And down. Remember, you can come up, shake it out if you need to, and come back down as we go into single leg circles. So point the toe, lift the leg, tiny circles. Let's readjust. Keep working through. Trying to keep my alignment. I definitely find I'm struggling a bit more to keep the alignment on this side, which is odd. Change direction. Whew. Definitely feeling that this time. 10 seconds. Try and keep the leg nice and straight. You're working through the hips. 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Felt that for sure. So we're going to come down into, oh forgive me, I thought we was going on to inner thigh leg lift, side bridge. So top leg extended, bottom leg bent, lifting through the hips, big extension, squeezing your obliques at the bottom, closest to the ground. The higher you lift through the hips, the more you'll be working your obliques. Big breath out on the way up, and breath in on the way down. Remember, keep the shoulders rolled back. Arm over the head. 5 more. 4 more. For 3. For 2. And 1. All the way down. Let's come into a side laying position. Bending the top leg, extending the bottom leg. So we're going to come into the inner thigh leg lift again. Up and down. Up and down. Big squeeze as you lift. Keep the knee and the ankle still and straight. Foot flexed. Moving through the hip joint. Feel the inner thigh working. Stay with the breath. Let's go for a final 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, nice and strong. 4, stick with it, keep the core tight. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Roll over onto your tummy and transition into a child's pose for me. Drawing your attention to your breath, relax the shoulders, relax your hips. So as you inhale, we're coming up onto all fours, bringing the knees beneath the hips and hands beneath the shoulders. At any point, if you feel your upper arms burning, shake it out and then join back in. So we're holding a hover to begin with, lifting the knees 2 inches off the ground, rolling the pelvis forward, feel the belly button lift, the core engaged, lift the knees off the ground. and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, stay with the breath, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees to the floor. Elbows tucked in as close as possible to the body. As you inhale, drop the chest down to the ground. Feel the elbows pushing back. Push through the palms, driving the elbows down, squeezing through the chest. Inhale, exhale. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Box press up. Working through the arms and your chest. 4 more. Final one. Coming all the way up. Beautiful work. We're going to take our knees back about a quarter way, dropping to our forearms, keeping the core engaged, pelvis rolled forwards, belly button lifted. We're in a low plank, focusing on the left knee first. Extend the leg, lifting the left knee, keeping the core engaged, and return. Left knee again, extend, lift, and return. Inhale, exhale. So marching through the left hand side, lifting the knee, working the core, allowing it to kind of figure out how to hold the spine and stabilize it through this small movement in the hip and knee joint. For 10, shoulders relaxed. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, doing good. 3, we're going straight in to the opposite side, and 1, and change. Relax through the shoulders. Re-engage the core if you've lost it, and reconnect with your breath. The hips stay fixed and stable. That's the job of the core. Connect the torso to your hips and keep it stabilized through movement for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, doing good, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Both knees to the ground. Drop the hips down and take a moment to rest your head in your hands and reconnect with your breath. Relax the shoulders. Feel the heart rate. We're going to tuck our chin, forehead on the floor, and bringing the hands outside of the shoulders, elbows tucked into the body. Bring the thighs and the feet together. Deep breath in as you exhale, pressing through the palms, driving the elbows back, lifting through the chest, hips stay down, shoulders stay relaxed. Deep breath in, rolling back down, all the way. As you exhale, push and lift, keep the chin tucked and down. We got 3 more of these. Swan prep, this is called. Feel the stretch through the abs, lower back working. Last one coming all the way down. Bring your hands out to the side. What do we have? Oh, beautiful work. Hands out to the side in this kind of W shape. We're going to flex the feet, bending the left knee, keeping the hips on the ground. Go ahead, roll the hips forward, feel the belly button lift off the floor. So we've got this kind of forward rolling motion. Feel your spine straighten and your core tighten. Press through the left heel, lifting the thigh off the ground, keeping the hip down. And relax. Exhale, press through the heel and down. 3 more. The trick is keeping the hip down on the ground, so try not to overextend through the movement. Last one. And relax. Changing side. Press through the right heel to lift and lower. Exhale to lift and lower. So working the glutes, the hamstrings, back of the thigh, and the core, keeping it nice and tight. Last one. And down. Relax the leg, not big extension, sorry. Relax the leg. Relax your feet as well. So we're coming into back flies. We're going to bring the arms outside of the body, in line with the shoulders. Chin tucked, lifting the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades, and down. Lift and down. Each time, squeezing your upper back like you're trying to pinch a penny. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, stay with the breath, exhale to lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Bring hands behind your back, loosely interlace the fingers. Exhale, lift into back extension, extending the arms. Inhale to lower, double heel flick left and right, squeezing the thighs. Big extension. And relax, double heel flick, keeping the core tight. Two more. Final one. Big exhale, big back extension, and down. Beautiful. Bring the hands outside of the shoulders. Flex your feet. Press into a 3/4 press up position. Lift the knees, push the bum back. Heels into the ground, palms into the ground. Open up the chest. Stretch out the back. Feel the stretch through the back of the thighs, calf muscles. Drop down to your knees and come into child's pose. Relax the shoulders and the arms. Deep breath in, flex feet back into downward dog. We're going to do 3 transitions from a downward dog into a hover, where the knees are hovering just above the ground as we come down onto all fours for 1. Exhale back into downward dog. And back into hover for 2. And into downward dog 1 final time. Coming down into hover. Into downward dog. Hold. Drop to the knees. And into child's pose. Relax the shoulders. Relax your arms. Shake out any tension that you need to through your shoulders, arms, wrists, any joint. And come up into a kneeling position as we transition onto our back. Close your eyes, hands by your side, legs extended.
Make yourself comfortable with your back flat on the floor. Keep your legs wider than your hips and let your feet fall apart. Bring your arms away from your body, palms facing up. Shoulders relaxed and away from your ears. Take a few deep inhales and very long exhalations. Maybe exhale out through the mouth a couple of times. As you are laying down here, notice your breath moving in and out of your body. Let your breath follow its natural cycle. Don't try to control it or send it towards any specific part of the body. Just be aware of how natural it occurs. With each inhalation, experience a sense of expansion, openness in the body. And with each exhalation, a feeling of relaxation and peacefulness. Every time you exhale, let go of any tension in the muscles. Every time you exhale, see if you can let go of the weight in your arms, legs, head, the whole body. Allowing yourself to fully trust the surface you are laying on. You are in a safe place. Laying here, you cannot fall. Nothing bad can happen. It's time to completely let go of any tension left in your body. Every time you exhale, allow yourself to melt a little bit further down into the earth and letting go completely. As you are laying here breathing, noticing the aliveness in your body, the blood flowing into your veins, your heart beating, your breath slow, long, and calm. Scan your body and maybe notice any sensations of warmth or tingling in different areas of your body. Maybe in your hands or your feet. Allowing things to just be as they are. Find a sense of coming home to your body. sense of everything being connected. Allowing your body to be just as it is, and allowing yourself to be just as you are. You are whole and complete, perfect, breathing, alive. Noticing your breath as it comes in and goes out of your body. Knowing you are breathing. Allowing yourself to be embraced by your own breath. Staying in this state for a few minutes. Allowing the body to feel the full effects and the benefits of the meditation. Very gently, before opening your eyes and starting to move, come back into this room, to your breathing, noticing the breath as it moves in and out through both nostrils. Noticing how you are feeling now compared to the beginning of the practice. Maybe noticing a positive change in your body as a result of your practice. Notice a sense of calmness and stillness within. Knowing that this sense of calmness and stillness is your normal state, always available to you, whatever is happening around you. You can come back every time you want to by bringing your awareness back to your breathing. Slowly, start bringing movement to your body. Make any movement your body needs to wake up. Roll into your favorite side and pillow your head with your arms, allowing prana energy to flow through your body again. Gently press your hands on the mat and come up, seated with your eyes still closed. Open your eyes, come back into the room. Beautiful work, well done. Thank you very much for joining in this week. I hope to see you in person next class, but if not, I'll join you right here again on the mat for another workout. Until the next time, have a wonderful evening, wonderful day, and we'll see you soon.